Hello everyone, this is Yeeflex and welcome back to another Yeeflex Outdoors video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience trying fried trout for the first time. Basically, I brought a few of the trouts that I caught in the last couple trips to my friend PaperWolf's house because his family fries trouts when I give him trouts when I have extra. So basically, his family is the family that I've given like the rock crabs to and just some extra trouts to within the last few years that I've gone fishing. And the first two trouts that I was going to bring to him were from the mid-May trip. They were the 16.5-inch trout and a 14-inch trout. Basically, after that trip, I vacuum sealed those trout and stuck them in my freezer because we did not coordinate a time after that fishing trip to meet up to do the cooking. So we chose another day, and interestingly enough, 2 days before we were supposed to meet up, I went out to go fishing again and caught a 9-inch trout. And that was actually a bonus trout bringing to his house for the fish fry, basically. And so I brought 3 trouts, and the first trout that his mom cooked was the 16.5-inch trout. And basically, she cut that trout in half because that trout was too big to fit in her pan to do the fish fry. But afterwards, when it came out, it looked really appetizing. I mean, that was a Mount Lassen trout, so you can see that the meat is more orange and looks more like salmon. And she also made a Asian sauce, which was basically, I think, fish sauce, lemon, chili peppers, and green onions. So the chili peppers were more like Asian chili peppers, and that was a really good sauce. That paired very nicely with the trout. And then afterwards, she cooked the other 2 smaller trouts like in the second batch. So she cooked the 14-inch trout whole and the 9-inch trout whole. And what was interesting was that the 16-inch trout was really good, but it had a lot of bigger bones. And because maybe the fish was bigger, the bones didn't really meld into the meat. Whereas the smaller trouts, the bones kind of melded into the meat. You can almost eat the whole fish like pretty much whole. Like you wouldn't really find any bones like you would the bigger fish because it kind of melded together with the meat. So I found that really interesting, but I really did enjoy the fried trout. I thought it was really good with that Asian sauce I'd never had before, and it was a really good experience. I've cooked trout myself from doing a lot of these fishing trips, and I've baked it and I've steamed it, but I've not fried it. So PaperWolf had been sending me pictures of how his family cooks a trout, and I've always wanted to try it. So it's been really cool to bring these 3 fish to their house to kind of experience this meal and the way it's cooked myself, because basically we cooked the trouts and I kind of sat down and kind of joined a meal with his family, and they were telling me kind of this is how they cook the trout and like what I thought about it. And I thought it was really good. Like fried trout is something I never would have thought of, but now it's definitely on my radar. So overall, it's just a really great experience. It was nice to see the fish kind of being put to good use because, you know, the fish's sacrifice wasn't in vain and created a really cool experience, like eating experience with like family friends. So that's always something really cool to see. And PaperWolf is not unfamiliar to me bringing him certain fish. Like I've provided him the rock crabs that you saw in the second poke pulling video, and just numerous trouts throughout the last 2-3 years that I had extra from those fishing trips. So overall, just a really great experience. If you guys ever have the chance to do kind of a version of this, that would be really fun. I wouldn't technically call this a catch and cook, but it's kind of one in a sense. But I didn't really cook myself. But if you have the chance to do this, this is a really cool experience to kind of share your catch with your friends or family or something. It's a really cool experience. So overall, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to see videos of some of my cooks, let me know. I won't really do like really professional kind of videos because it'll just be pictures and me narrating over the pictures. But if you do kind of want to see how I cook, there might be really short kind of videos for those. But yeah, just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next Yeeflex Outdoors video. And have a good one, everyone. Peace.